Hi everyone, welcome to today's practice. Today is a grounding practice, gentle flow. My name is Yip and I'll be guiding you through today's sequence, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. If you can find a comfortable seating position, this can either be with your legs just easily cross-legged, or alternatively with sitting on a block, or maybe you want to sit onto your legs like this, whatever you find most comfortable, because we're going to start with some breathing exercises, and we'll be doing that for a few minutes, so make sure that you're comfortable for that. I'm going to be asking you to close your eyes. However, if that brings up a little bit of anxiety or it makes you feel a little bit stressed, then of course keep your eyes gently open. You can do that by focusing on a point in your room, ideally somewhere below the horizon level, so looking down somewhere on the floor. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to close our middle finger and our index finger like so. So your pinky and your ring finger are up. You can help your fingers to close with your thumb. And then you're going to release your thumb, and we're going to be doing some alternative nostril breathing. So we're going to be inhaling through the left and then exhaling through the right. And then we're going to be inhaling through the right and exhaling through the left. And we'll do that by closing our nostril either with the thumb or with the ring finger. So again, you have your middle finger and your index finger down, and your ring finger and your thumb are out of the right hand. So I see that some people logged on. I'll explain it one more time shortly. We're gonna be doing some alternative nostril breathing. So we'll be doing that with the right hand today. So we're gonna be taking the index finger and the middle finger down. You can help that with your thumb, and we'll be taking the ring finger and the pinky finger up, and then we release the thumb. So finding our comfortable seat now. We're gonna inhale one time through the nose and exhale everything through the mouth, and then we'll begin. And I'm gonna be guiding you through this. So for you, just focus on your breath. Inhaling deeply now, inhale. Exhale everything through the mouth. Let's begin. Close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale everything through the left nostril. So inhaling for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now closing your left nostril and exhaling through the right for 5, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Closing the right nostril, exhaling through the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling through the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling through the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the right. Exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the left. Exhaling through the right. Now keep doing this on your own tempo. So if you want to extend your inhale and your exhale with a count or 2 counts, please feel free to do so. Keep inhaling and exhaling. Just a few more rounds for you to balance out your breath and arrive on your mat in this practice. Then make sure that you finish your cycle. And then release your right hand down, closing the eyes, just resting for a moment here with your breath. See how the quality of your breath feels today. And then gently opening the eyes, finding your way, if you're not already, into that comfortably seated position, having your legs out in front of you and the shoulders are relaxed. So today we'll be focusing on the practice on trying to stay present in the here and now and see if we can find some grounding. So with staying present, I'm going to refer to keep your focus on your breath, but it's very natural for the mind to wander, thoughts to seep in or to get distracted. It's part of the human experience. Everyone has it. Yoga teachers, meditation teachers, it's for everyone. So definitely also for you. So don't worry if that happens. However, every time that you become aware of your mind wandering or you losing your focus, just bring it back to the breath. That's a simple tool to use for you to stay present. So for now, we're going to inhale the shoulders all the way up and exhale, release them down. And we're going to be doing that a few times. So making big circles, inhale up, exhale, slide the shoulder blades down, opening through that chest. Inhale up and exhale, let it go. Inhale up and exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale, let it go. We're going to inhale the right arm up. You can take your left hand out on your fingertips to the side. And we're going to inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold it over towards the left. Making sure that you're not losing your breath here. So you're still breathing easily and comfortably, but you can feel that stretch through the whole right hand side of your body, making sure that your right sits bone stays connected to the floor, and you can feel that lengthening through the side. And breathe here. So really feel the connection that you have to the floor. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more, and then exhale, come back to the center, switching arms, taking the left up towards the sky, the right comes down. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, release it towards the right. Feeling that stretch on the right hand side this time. Feeling the space in between your ribs open up. Making sure that your left sits bone stays connected to the floor. So push this down while this lengthens out. And remember to keep connecting to that breath. So inhaling, deeply exhaling. So on your inhale, see if you can expand through the lower belly. And on your exhale, contract, pull your belly button towards the spine. So deep belly breathing. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, come to the side. Placing our right hand on our left knee, taking our left hand behind us, still being on those fingertips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest, you're nice and straight. Exhale, twist towards the left. Making sure you're not pulling yourself on that right hand, so you're twisting with your muscles here. Deep breathing again. Inhale into that lower belly. Exhale, contracting the belly button towards the spine. See if you can connect to the sensations of every part of your body that's touching the mat. So you can maybe feel your feet on the mat, your sits bones and your fingertips. And really feel into those sensations. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale, release it, coming to the center, taking your left hand on the right knee and your right hand behind you. Inhale nice and long. So staying on those fingertips will help you straighten the spine. So the spine is nice and straight, the chest is open. Inhale and then exhale, twist towards the right. Making sure again that that left hand isn't pulling you into the twist and that your spine stays straight here as well. Breathing here. See again if you can feel every part of your body that's connected to the mat. So take your attention there. Take your focus there. Taking it easy, giving ourselves time. Inhale and then exhale, release, coming to the center. We're going to fold over our easy sit. So we're going to inhale, open through the chest. And then exhale, fold over wherever you're going. Maybe you're just rounding up here. Maybe you're slowly descending towards the earth. Just see where your body wants to go today and accept that for being where you are. Deep breathing here and focusing maybe now on expanding through the lower back. So taking your focus on the breath, and on every inhale sort of visualize an expansion through the lower back. And on every exhale you release and you move in a little bit deeper. Keep breathing here, taking a moment in your forward fold. Take your gaze inwards and maybe have a little body scan to see how you are today. Is there anything that you brought onto your mat that you can let go of now, that you don't need to hold on to, at least for this practice. And maybe in general you can release it. Gently starting to walk yourself back up. We're going to make our way to all fours. So our wrists are below our shoulders and our knees are below our hips. Our fingers are spread widely onto the mat and the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Just take a moment here to set yourself up. And again, see if you can feel your body connecting to the mat here. We're going to inhale and round the spine, looking up. And then on our exhale, we're going to curve all the way the other way, rounding through the shoulders, pushing the floor away. Chin is moving towards the chest. And then inhale, curving all the way up, looking up, open through that chest. And then exhale, push the floor away, round your spine, doing cat-cow. Inhale, curving, opening through the chest, looking up. And then exhale, really push that floor away, rounding through the shoulders, rounding through the spine. And do this on your own tempo. So inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, pushing the floor away, rounding all the way, looking down. Don't be in a hurry with this. See if you can feel the different parts in your body. So how does this feel for the palms of your hands connecting to the floor when you push the floor away? How does it feel in your shoulders when you look up and you're trying to open through the chest? How does it feel in your lower back? Inhaling and exhaling. So maybe you want to change the rhythm a bit. Maybe you want to take it a little bit slower now. See how that goes. And keep going for just a few more rounds. Then find your center, coming to a neutral. So pulling your belly button towards the spine. So the spine is nice and straight and your abdomens are engaged. Curl the toes under and then lift up the knees, engaging that core now, being strong here. And then inhale, and on your exhale, start to push your buttocks towards the heels, moving all the way back. And when you can't go any further, straighten out the legs, coming into your downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet here first, waking up that body. And your first down dog, wiggling your tail if you want to. Just moving around, don't be static. Say hello to all those limbs. Feeling your hands connecting to the mat. Again, making sure that the 10 fingers are spread widely and you're pushing back from the palms. The shoulders are nice and open by the rotation of your inner elbows moving forward. And then don't focus too much on those heels being on the floor. I'd rather have your knees bent, but your buttocks moving up towards the sky so your spine is nice and straight, than that your heels are on the floor, but that your spine is all the way moving forward. So making sure that the spine is straight, and then you can start to work on descending those heels down. Yeah? Beautiful. Inhale here. On your exhale, wave into a high plank. So we're up here, everything is engaged. We're pushing the floor away. So think about cat when you push that floor away. Then on your exhale, lower your knees down, lower your chin and your chest down. And then on your inhale, slide forward and up for cobra. The elbows stay close to the body. The tops of the feet are pushing into the mat.
Inhale, and then exhale into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. If you ever feel like you want to take a rest in child's pose, please feel free to do so and listen to your body today and what it's telling you. So the big toes touch. Inhale, the heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, and then step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, the spine is straight, chin moves towards the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take the hands up towards the sky, coming up all the way. Exhale through the heart center. Mountain pose, release the hands, palms are facing forward. The feet are about hip distance apart. Close your eyes for a moment. See how this feels initially. Now we're going to make some changes. So we're going to inhale, lift up all 10 toes. If you want to keep your eyes closed for this, please feel free to do so. So all 10 toes are lifted up. See if you can feel the connection of all the corners of your feet onto that mat. And by lifting up the toes, you are also engaging your leg muscles so you can feel that drawing of that energy upwards through the legs. Then engage your abdomen, pulling that belly button towards the spine. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and upwards towards your ears. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down and back. The chest is open, making sure that your abdomen is still engaged, so you're not curving through that spine. Keep the abdomen engaged. And then, one by one, set down your toes back onto the mat. See how your mountain pose feels now, strong and engaged. Breathing here. The mind might wander or wants to do something or gets agitated. But we're taking our time to feel that connection of the mind and the body growing stronger. Feeling your feet firmly planted into the ground. And maybe you feel some light swaying of your body because your eyes are still closed. And feel those micro adjustments that your feet are making to keep you up straight. Inhale, take the hands up, look up. Exhale, through the heart center, fold forward. Now the feet are about hip distance apart. And we're gonna heel toe the feet out a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And we're gonna be taking our right hand to our left ankle. And then we're gonna be twisting towards the left. Now you can take your left arm, inhale up towards the sky. And then you can gently look over towards your left. If you want to, you can exhale the left hand towards the right hip and have your hand in that hip crease here. Breathing here. Beautiful. Making sure that the weight is evenly moving through your feet, so you're not leaning forward too much. Making sure that the weight also goes into the heels. Twisting towards the left. Inhale, if your left arm is in the hip crease, inhale it up towards the sky. Exhale, look down, release both hands down, forward fold. And then taking our left hand towards the right heel, inhale the right arm up towards the sky. And then if you want to exhale, release it towards that left hip crease. Or maybe your right hand is also on the right ankle and you're twisting like this. Alternatively, you have your whole chest moving open towards the right. Deep breathing here. And again, making sure that the weight is evenly divided through that entire foot. right, beautiful. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, look down. Release the hands down. We're gonna be walking our feet back to hip distance now. And then we're gonna move all the weight of the left foot into the heel. And we're gonna be lifting up the left foot and placing our left hand below. And we're gonna do the same on the right hand side. So move all the weight into the heel, pick up the toes, and move your right hand under your feet. Now, if you want to have your knees deeply bent for this, and you want to fold in, fold forward, like so, that's absolutely possible. Or alternatively, play around with straightening the legs and see if you can move into your forward fold by bending your elbows and moving in a little bit deeper. You can pedal out the feet a little bit. I can feel that the back line of my legs today is very tight. So for me, pedaling out the feet actually feels quite nice. So you want to be focusing on how the sensations feel in your body today. So maybe finding a static pose here actually gives you a very nice release. So listen to that. We don't want to back away from the sensations that we're feeling. That's what we're here for. So if you are a little bit tight and you're like, oh, why can't I move it any further? Well, actually, try to enjoy those sensations. That's part of the practice. Breathing in here. Inhale deeply. And exhale. See if you can move in a bit further. Inhale, moving our weight into the heels. And then taking our hands out from under the feet. Final forward fold here on your exhale. And then inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Hands can be on the shins, on the thighs. Chin is moving towards the chest. So you're like a tabletop. And then exhale, step or hop into a high plank. Inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, lower the knees, the chin and the chest. Inhale, slide through to cobra, the chest comes up, the shoulder blades contract towards each other. Exhale, either child's pose or downward facing dog. Wherever you want to be at this point. Keep breathing here for just 2 more breaths. So deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. The big toes touch, the heels lift. Exhale, the knees bend deeply. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, fold forward, rolling yourself all the way up to standing position. Palms face to the front of the mat, front of the room. Chest is nice and open, mountain pose. Inhale, we're gonna move all the weight into our left foot. And we're going to be picking up the right foot to come into tree pose. So that could mean that your right foot is down here at your ankle. It could be here on your calf, or maybe it comes up all the way here to the inside of your inner thigh. Wherever it is, making sure that the hip stays square and down and the knee points out towards the side. Inhale, pick the arms up towards the sky. See if you can focus on one point in your room that isn't moving, which will help you find your balance. So the shoulders are nice and low. They're not up here at your ears, they're down here. And we're breathing into our tree pose. And again, feel those micro adjustments that your left foot is making to keep you up straight. Beautiful. Deep breathing here. Inhale and exhale. And maybe you want to play around here for a moment and close your eyes and see what that does to your balance. So close the eyes for a moment. Whee! You can straight away feel the wind blow through your branches in tree pose when you close the eyes on one leg. So a lot of your balance is coming from your side. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're going to be moving that right knee towards the mid-center and picking up the right foot. So the foot is flexed and your knee is up. So you're still balancing on that left foot. Now exhale, you grab hold of your knee, your right knee with your left hand, and you're going to be moving your right hand to the back of the room, opening you up to a twist on one leg to the right. Beautiful. So you're looking over your shoulder towards the right, again finding stillness in your posture by maybe focusing on a non-moving point in the room. Inhale and exhale. Feel that left foot doing all the work to keep you balanced. Now listen up. We're gonna be taking a really big step towards the back of our mat with that right foot, but we're gonna do it slowly. So inhale, and on your exhale, start to move into a wide-legged stance with that right foot in the back of your mat. So the toes are pointing slightly inwards and the heels are pointing slightly outwards. We're going to be taking our hands behind our backs, clasping here. Inhale, roll the shoulders open, the chest is open, the abdomen is engaged. And then on your exhale, start to descend towards the floor, moving into your forward fold. See if you can keep your wrists together while you move your hands down, opening those shoulders up. So maybe your head is starting to come down towards the floor. Or maybe you want to grab hold of a brick and bring the floor a little bit closer to you so you can focus on opening those shoulders while you find your balance. Breathing here. Alternatively, you can work without the bricks and just let gravity slowly open you up more and more. Just keep breathing. Nice and steady. Inhaling and exhaling. See if you can keep those wrists together as much as you can. And feel your shoulders open up more and more. Inhale, and then on your exhale, release the arms down below your shoulders. Lift up halfway. And then start to walk over all the way towards your left foot, turning onto the toes. You're in a low lunge. Lowering down the right knee. And then walking your left foot out towards the side of the mat. Opening up into the hip. So the toes are pointing to the side of your mat. Your foot is walked over to that side edge. Inhale, take your left arm up towards the sky for a nice twist. If you want to move in deeper, take your left arm onto the right leg. Make sure that the chest stays nice and open. Or your arm is just up here. Deep breathing. Inhale, exhale, look down, place your left hand down, walk your left foot back towards the midline, curl the right toes and lift up that back knee and then step it back into a high plank. Inhale, push the floor away and then exhale, lower the knees down, lower the chin and the chest down and inhale, come up into cobra. Exhale, child's pose, take a rest. take a moment to breathe here. Give yourself permission to take a little pause. Seeing how you feel right now. And seeing if you're still with your awareness, with your breath. Inhale, moving to all fours and finding your way into a downward facing dog. Meeting here and finding 3 breaths. So deep inhale, making sure that all 10 fingers are spread widely onto the mat. Exhaling. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. The heels lift. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is straight like a tabletop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take the hands up to sky, all the way to standing. Look up. Exhale through the heart center. Release the hands, mountain pose. Inhaling, we're going to be moving all the weight into our right foot. So we're going to be taking the left foot again onto that ankle, onto your calf, or on the inside. See if this side of your body feels different. I have a little bit of a hip problem at the moment on my left hip, so I'm going to be taking my leg somewhere else for this side. Just see how that works for you today, making sure that the hip stays square and the knee points out towards the left side. Inhale, take the arms up, making sure that the shoulders are nice and relaxed, your core is engaged, and breathe here today. Right now. Keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, start to move the left knee towards the midline, picking it up, having that foot flexed. Beautiful. We're going to be exhaling, taking the right hand onto our left knee and circling that left hand to the back of the room, opening up into a nice twist on this side. Looking over our left shoulder and focusing on that right foot, firmly grounding into the floor. So ideally, again, finding something that isn't moving and focus your attention there. Breathing here. Stay with it. And again, we're going to be moving into that wide-legged stance. So we're going to be taking that left foot now, very gently opening up towards the left side. The toes are pointing to the left now, onto the edges of the mat. We're going to be folding forward again. So the toes are pointing slightly inwards, the heels are pointing slightly outwards. You can take your hands on your hips for this one. Inhale, open the chest, and then exhale, fold forward. Letting yourself dangle here, so maybe you want to find some bricks to rest on, or maybe you've reached the floor and you can dangle here, or alternatively you're holding opposite arms and you're just letting yourself be heavy in your forward fold. Of course, if you want to dangle and you're already at the floor, just make your legs a little bit, your stance a little bit less wide, and release your body down again from this new height. Breathing here. We're going to be placing our hands below our shoulders, and then we're going to be taking a grip with the right hand onto the left ankle and inhaling the left arm up towards the sky. Remember, we just did this, but then in a less wide-legged stance. If you want to, grab hold of that right hip with your left hand, and we'll be twisting open towards the left. So feeling a nice twist while we're in our wide-legged stance, opening up with the shoulder towards the sky, the left shoulder towards the sky. Breathing here. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, release, let go, and dangle, either resting onto the floor or holding opposite elbows. Change your grip. Inhale, place the hands below your shoulders. Now grab hold of that right ankle with your left arm, with your left hand. Inhaling the right hand up towards the sky, or grabbing hold of that left hip crease, and then pulling yourself open towards the right, sorry. Breathing here. So the right shoulder is rolling open, and you're pulling through with your left hand. Inhale deeply. Beautiful. Exhale, release it, let it down. Dangle here for the last time. Now we're going to be walking over toward our right foot, framing that right foot, coming onto the toes of the left foot, releasing that left knee down, and then walking our right foot out towards the edge of our mat and pointing our toes towards the right side of the room. We're going to be inhaling, taking our right arm up towards the sky for a nice twist towards the right. If you want to move in deeper, lower that hand down towards the left leg, twisting open through the chest, making sure that you're pushing the floor away with that left arm. So the chest is nice and open. Inhale, the right arm is up towards the sky. Exhale, look down and start to walk back the right foot to the mid-center. Then lift up the left knee. Exhale, step it back. You can do a full chaturanga, or again, exhale, lower the knees down, the chin and the chest. Inhale, slide forward, shoulders move back for cobra. Exhale, come into your child's pose. Breathing here, taking a moment to pause. Deeply inhaling and deeply exhaling. Inhale, coming onto all fours, and we're gonna be coming into puppy pose. So if you want to place a brick below your chest to elevate the floor more towards you, please feel free to do so. We're gonna be walking our hands forward and lowering our chest towards the floor. Coming into puppy pose. So the chest is moving towards the floor. You are leaning onto the forearms or onto your chest already. And if you're still up, way up high, move that brick, place it below your chest, and then rest here as if the floor is just closer to you. Breathing here in puppy pose. have to play around a little bit because I have the microphone, so I can't go all the way to the floor. So I'm on a brick with you today as well. Keep breathing. Letting the heart move towards the floor. Inhale, slowly start to walk yourself back up into all fours. And then crossing your feet behind you, sit back onto your bum. Nice. And then we're going to be taking the feet out in front of us for a nice forward fold. So maybe you want to move the flesh of your bum a little bit so you can have a nice straight legs out in front of you. The feet are flexed and the spine is straight. So your abdomen is quite engaged when we're in this position. I remember that I had a lot of trouble with this actually in the beginning because I kept moving forward or leaning back. So you can actually sit onto a brick if that helps you in this posture. Alternatively, of course, sit on a pillow or on anything that you have close by. So we're going to be inhaling our hands up towards the sky, and then on our exhale we're going to be moving into our forward fold. Now see where your hands go. Maybe you're rounding through the spine and they're around your calves or around your thighs, and if you really want to grab hold of your feet, you can just bend your legs and release like this. So you get a nice release through the lower back. Or alternatively, of course, you can just grab hold of wherever your hands land and just be there. And breathing here today. Taking our attention inwards in this forward fold. Releasing through the lower back, the back line of the body. I always try to be careful with saying where you should feel a certain posture, because everyone is of course a little bit different and our anatomy is different. So one person might feel it a lot in their hamstrings or in their calves, whereas another person might feel this a lot more in their lower back or even in the top of your back. So see where the sensations are coming from for you today. And on every exhale, you just move in a little bit deeper. Inhale, come up a little bit, and on your exhale, move in a little bit further. Then inhaling, coming all the way up and rolling onto our backs. Having our shoulders propped up below our chest so we get a nice opening, so you can walk your shoulder blades together a little towards each other a little bit, so you have a nice open sensation through that chest. Inhale, lift up the legs towards the sky, and then exhale, bring the right foot over the left, hooking your right foot behind the left ankle if possible, and then hugging the knees towards the chest, or maybe just crossing over that right over the left, and then on your exhale, releasing the knees towards the left side and your face towards the right for a nice twist here. Really starting to soften.
So on every exhale, releasing tension from your body, unclenching your jaw, unfrowning your face, and just start to become softer and softer. So you can feel your hips starting to relax more and more the longer you stay in the posture. Feeling your back relax, your chest. Really enjoying resting in this twist. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Release your legs up towards the sky. And then cross over your left over your right. Hook your left behind the right ankle if possible. Otherwise, just stay one time crossed with the left over the right. Hug the knees towards the chest. And on your exhale, let your knees drop towards the right. And then looking over towards the left. Maybe you can feel some cracks or pops or some little sounds in your body. And again on this side, see if on every exhale you can become softer. So you're releasing the tension in your face. Maybe you find a little smile. Releasing the tension in your hips. Every exhale, just relaxing, giving yourself and your body permission to soften. Inhale, coming all the way to the center, and releasing your feet towards the sky. Sorry for that. Now, if you have a brick close by, we're going to be lowering the feet down towards the floor. Lift up your bum and place that brick just below you on either the lowest setting or maybe on the medium setting. If you don't have anything close by like a brick, maybe see if you can find some pillows or anything that will elevate your bum a little bit from the floor. And then we're going to be taking our feet up towards the sky and just resting here for a moment. You can also do this against the wall, so you can have your legs up against the wall. Maybe that is more comfortable for you. Or alternatively, like I said, just find anything that will elevate your buttocks a little bit from the floor. So you can even be leaning onto your hands if you have really nothing close by to do that with. So we're just resting here. Very calming to have the feet up towards the sky. So if you ever experience a lot of stress or you can't sleep, this is a great thing to do. Just taking the feet up, resting them, for instance, against the wall or just up in the air like we're doing right now. Maybe you want to close your eyes and start to relax here. We're almost getting ready for Shavasana, our final resting position. So enjoy this for another few breaths. And then exhaling, starting to slowly bend your knees, slow, slow, slow. Bringing your feet all the way down towards the floor. And then lifting up, so to remove anything that you place to elevate you. And then sliding your feet out, straightening those legs. The palms are facing upwards. Prop those shoulders against each other so the heart is nice and elevated. And then close your eyes if that feels calm and resting for you. If that brings you a bit of anxiety, remember you can just keep your eyes gently open, focusing on one point in the room. And then releasing the tension on your forehead and the space between your eyebrows, the skin around your eyes. Unclench your jaw and let your tongue drop to the back of your mouth. Release any tension in the body, chest, abdomen, hips, legs, arms, hands and feet. And just let yourself be really heavy. And maybe that means you have to micro release again, for instance around the forehead. Or again, unclench your jaw. And that's fine, just keep releasing on every exhale, become more heavy. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes, waking your body back up. And then when you're ready, taking your hands for a big stretch overhead. Hugging in the knees towards the chest and rolling onto your right hand side. You can take a little pause there, and when you feel ready, meet me in a comfortably seated position. Keeping our eyes closed for another moment together, taking the hands to the heart center and bowing your head towards your heart. Finding a moment of gratitude for the fact that you showed up for today's practice. And I'm going to invite you to find a compliment you can give yourself. Maybe it's something you're proud of during this class. Maybe it's something you're proud of in your week. Or maybe it's something completely different. Just want you to find a sincere compliment that you can give yourself. And then, when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Very grateful that you're here. I hope to see you again in another class, and stay safe and healthy, and hopefully we can see each other again soon in real life. Bye.